Hey everybody, and welcome back to the 1902 Farmhouse renovation project. And if you've been following me on Instagram, you will know that I'm done with the windows and siding, and I've got everything painted now. This is the color. I know it's kind of hard to tell. I can't really tell on this camera lens. It looks darker, but anyway, we replaced all the windows with vinyl double panes, 6 pane dividers. And of course all the siding. Now we haven't finished the porch yet. I want to redo the columns. I got to finish pouring this out, and I want to make a Craftsman style column so it'll have rock cap, and then it'll be tapered in at the top going up. So there'll be 4 of those. These are 4x4s. The ones I'm going to replace them with will be 6x6s. I just don't feel like these 4x4s are stout enough for this roof. They're all twisted up. This one, I don't know if you can tell, it's twisting this way, and it just twists on around down here. But I've been working on the trim today, trying to get some touch-up paint done, and of course filling in some of the screw holes where it's brown. That is wood putty. All the trim except for around the door is a PVC plank, so it won't ever rot. Of course, this is we started here on I believe it was April the 12th, I believe. I'll put a note in here if that ain't the correct date. Started ripping off the siding and fixed rot here and over here on this side of the chimney. And it took about 2 weeks to do this side. So where I messed up was around this door. I used that Hardy trim. I wished I just went ahead and put that PVC around the door too. Of course, the trim ain't painted yet, so it'll all be white. But what we did, we framed out around the windows with this PVC plank just to make the windows look wider. And right here I left out for a deck, so there'll be a deck coming off the house. It'll go all the way to the end. It'll come out. There'll be a above ground pool here in the rose garden. We're gonna move all the roses probably up here somewhere, probably this winter, and we'll start on the deck when we get done with the house. Of course, I ain't no hurry for the deck. All right, then over here we replaced a window here at the bathroom. There was a big rollout window in between these 2 windows. We went ahead and closed that in and put 2 new windows in the bedroom. That way a king-size bed would against this wall, we'd have a window on each side of the bed instead of behind it. And of course, we ain't painted the foundation yet. I'm thinking it's going to be a dark gray. Don't really like the brown. I stepped in a hole. Over here we replaced a rollout here, a rollout here, and we had a big rollout here. And we just put 2 single units in and just tied them together. Seen the video, I hope, where I did the box trim for the meter. I still got to get the bottom finished up, the little trim piece down there. Not a big deal, but just I hadn't finished it. So here we just put these windows, framed them up, and then just put a PVC plank between them, the same way we did on the front, except the front ones were a little closer together. So, but I think they turned out pretty good. And then on the porch, once we get the columns in, we're going to take all the salvaged tongue and groove that we had in the house. We're going to plane it just enough to get most of the paint off, and then we're going to put it all on the ceiling. So all this will be tongue and groove, and we'll paint it white. Probably put tongue and groove on the inside this way, and tie it all together. Now, of course, we couldn't work on the siding the whole time for the last 2.5 months. You know, sometimes it was raining. So I'll just bring you around inside here and show you the headers. On these windows, this window, I had 2 separate headers, and then on the fronts, I just did a single header across. And I think that turned out better. I liked it a little better. It was a lot easier to frame. Here's where the door was. If you remember, it had a electrical outlet right there. And that was a single circuit outlet, so I just pushed it back through the floor. We'll use it somewhere else. Like I was saying, sometimes it's raining, so we come in the house and we started insulating. So we've pretty much got the 2 bedrooms and the master bath and the closets insulated. I put a video on Instagram about opening this insulation, and these things come really packed well. There's 12 pieces of insulation in a pack. There's 4 packs in a sack. I'll show you how big they are. But here's the inside here. So we've got pretty much all this done, and all I like now really is the office, the hall, and of course the living room and kitchen. So when I went and ordered this insulation, you had to buy it by the pallet. There was 2 of these big bags per pallet. So this bag and this bag were on 1 pallet. So I bought 2 pallets. I think I really went overboard. I don't think I'm gonna need really but 1 of these, because there's, if y'all can tell, there's 1, 2, there's 4 of these bags per this bag. And in each of these bags there's 12 pieces. So that thing expands. I'm thinking 1 more of these right here would probably not be enough to do in here and in the kitchen. No problem. Oh, I didn't show y'all the front door. So here's the door we went with. Let me shut it so you can see it. It kind of matches the side door as far as the framing. So I'm not sure. Well, we're going to leave it brown. We'll probably end up painting it a different color. This is just a fiberglass wood grain. I'm going to put this nice hardware on it. And of course, we still got a lot to do in the kitchen. I did cut out around the door right here, so this is the original flooring, tile flooring that's under this plywood. And on top of this plywood, there's about 3 layers of linoleum and vinyl. So all this plywood's coming up. I'm going to leave this down and just go right over the top of it, because I'm pretty sure that's going to have asbestos in it. We're going to go right over the top of it with 1/2-inch plywood. But the reason we got to do that is because where the peninsula was, there's no plywood. So as you can see, it just goes down to bare wood. And actually, you can see the wood was at one time painted. And it's painted green. And this floor right here, I don't know if I pointed out to you, on an older video, but this red floor here was what I remember when I was a kid. That was the first flooring that I remember, and then there's been 2 more layers on top of that since then. They probably replaced that in the late 70s, early 80s. So my mom remembers the green and white squares when she was growing up. But my grandmother loved green. It's her favorite color. So we still like a lot of cleanup in here. About 1/4 of the kitchen still needs to be demolished. Trying to get some stuff done on the storage building out here, because all the siding that we took off the house we put in here, and it's kind of taking up room for being able to put the rest of the cabinets in here. So I've started doing the soffit on this building. I've got 1 wall sided, and this vinyl is a pain in the butt to work with, I'll be honest with you. But of course, this building's not square, but here's the one I got sided. And I think pretty much the front's ready. I got to get some trim around the doors, but here's all our siding we throwed in here. And of course, this is where we was storing our cabinets. So once we get this out of here, I can move the rest of those cabinets in here. Right now, it's just a bunch of junk we took out of the living room. So that's that is where we're at. The update, July 4th. Hope y'all have a great Independence Day. if you're watching this after the 4th, I hope you had a good Independence Day. If you celebrate it, if you're not from USA, well, I hope you had a good day. So still got a little bit of work on the trim here. Of course, the front. Let's see how wavy that front is. I'm gonna try to level that up when I put the new post in. I'm gonna double beam it across here with another 2x6. And of course, that's just the fascia I like up here down this front side. Wasn't in no hurry. I got all the soffit up so I can get the siding up. And I still got to get up there and do that little gable. And I'm not looking forward to climbing up on that steep roof. And of course, y'all may say, oh, that ain't too steep. I'm gonna say that's probably about a 612 pitch going up. And that's a little about 212 more than I like. So anyway, I appreciate you watching, and I'll bring you back when we get something else done. Okay, so I forgot to show y'all the bathroom. I'm still not finished with the bathroom. It's just one of them things where I was kind of rush, and then I had to get on the siding. So here's where I'm at with the bathroom. It's painted. Still got to hang the fixture. I've got one wall done. Of course, it ain't been grouted, it's just mortared, so I still got these 2 end walls left, and I will be getting back in here as soon as I get done with the siding, the trim and all, and the building. So this right here is not a high priority. I know several of y'all have wanted me to hurry up and get the video out on making of the shower, so that's where I'm at. Alright, anyway, thanks for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe if you can.